Hey, hello everyone. I'd like to do something different for a change, a review on a Ration reproduction kit from Ration, www.kration.info. Well, the email is info@kration.info. I'll put their details on the description on the bottom of the page. Well, this comes all the way from Holland. I'd like to thank Harry very much for sending me this. He sent me two, but I don't actually need two, I only need one. The kit comes in flat pack form. The US Army Field Ration breakfast unit. It has all the units in there. Everything you need is in there apart from the glue. So all you need is glue, some paper glue or some good like Yoo-hoo glue or something like that to stick them with. There's a complete kit in there, you know, to do 3 Ration boxes, the inners, the outers, the little partial field units, everything basically. I'll show you what was in there. This is non-opened because this one I don't need. That's like spare. I don't need that. I did offer to have it sent back. I don't really need it, and I've actually opened this one. I've actually started building some of the boxes, so I'll try and get it done as quick as I can. So we have 3 outer bags, as far as I know. I could be wrong, for the K rations. I think that's what they are, cellophane bags. I might be wrong. Then we have the K ration info there. K rations. We have 2 mylar bags, which I think you can seal with a hairdryer, or so the instructions say. One's for coffee and one's for bouillon powder. It tells you what's what by the measurements, so you know exactly which bag is for which. In the instructions it tells you exactly who's for who. And all the instructions are written down there. Everything you need to know, breakfast, dinner and supper, everything you need to know is all down in the instruction sheet. Very helpful that's been. I like that. And then we have the Waldorf toilet paper, which also tells you how to make it up. He's got a great website as well. If you go to the website, everything you need to know from every ration during World War II is on there. It's very, very, very handy. Now I'll pour this off. This is what the box looked like that I made up. The K ration supper unit. Then you have the inner box as well, which slots in there very nicely. And in there I have put some bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. And this is the partial dinner unit, which I think the meat and cheese and stuff like that went into. I'll come back to that a bit later. So we have Wrigley's chewing gum. Got quite a few of these. If you just buy normal chewing gum, Wrigley's, and then just wrap the packets and glue them around the actual chewing gum, then you can make, you know, quite a few packets. And these are for the sugar cubes. I'm not sure about that one. Still don't know what they're for yet. I think they might be for something else. Yeah, these 4 I don't know at the moment. Not too sure. But you get 4 of these for the actual sugar cubes themselves, which I'll show you later. So I might have, I might struggle with that one. Not sure, but I'll keep unpacking the bag. Show you what I've been doing. Right, that caramels box, that comes in flat pack form as well. Quadra Grocery and Baking, Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 ounces. And of course, if you have caramels from any ration, like American or French or whoever does caramels, you could put the caramels in here. It'll probably match. it'd be quite a good match, I reckon. Then you got the fruit bar, flavorful fruit bar, fruit concentrate, Fresco, California, and that also comes with a grease-proof liner. And what you do is you go to the shops and buy, which I just got today, I'm going to have a go at, some dried fruit mix, and you chop it up or mince it, and you compress that bar to make that. Basically, you've got to make that bar fit into that. So I'm going to have a go at that. Then you wrap it in cellophane, and you have a proper fruit bar, which you can actually eat. So I thought it was pretty cool. And that's Chocolattos, which was a flat pack form as well. So I'll glue that together already. Chocolattos box there. And as you know, menu 22, I think, comes with Chocolattos, the actual real Chocolattos. I mean, these are obviously a bit bigger than the World War II Chocolattos, but Peter Paul's Chocolattos. I mean, you could probably get 3, 4, 5, a rough guess. So I'm going to have to buy another ration to put Chocolattos in, and once that's filled up, you could wrap that up with cellophane as well. You would have caramels and Chocolattos to eat on top. And you got extra time granulated sugar. Of course, that was flat pack form as well, and I glued that with glue last night. Goes together pretty well. Quite tight packaging. Then you have the partial dinner unit boxes. You got like 4 of these, I think, 4 or 5 of these, or maybe 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, there's 3 each. Like menu 5, menu 1, menu 4, 2, 3, and so on and so on. I'll come back to these a bit later because there's something I want to share. Some error I found. These I don't know at the moment. I'm not sure where these go or what their purpose is right now, but I'm just waiting. What do you know, a fly's got in the conservatory. Great, just what I didn't need. So I'll come back to those some other day, or just put an update in the description. So you've got the breakfast unit, B for breakfast. Oh great, something's banging now. Well, you have to excuse the banging, the freaking neighbours doing something. So you got the Ration Type K breakfast unit from Crackerjack, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. And that folds up into a beautiful K Ration box, the outer box, and it tells you what was in each meal on the instructions on the bottom of the box. So you know what was in, like the fruit bar, 4 lumps of sugar, 4 pack of cigarettes, stick of chewing gum, you know, all the usual stuff. So you got the outer box, then you got the inner box, which also flat pack, made up into a box, which I've yet to do yet. That's that one done. Then you got the K Ration dinner unit. Same thing, flat pack form. And that you just can put packages like biscuits and energy crackers. We can't get those here. It's impossible. Not gonna happen. You have envelope for orange powder or lemonade, which I've got. 4 lumps of sugar I'm gonna find. 4 packs of cigarettes I don't smoke. A clip of 10 matches, which I'm going to show you soon. Package of candy and a stick of chewing gum. So that's the outer box, and there's the dinner menu as well. Flat pack dinner. And there's a supper made up. The outer supper unit, which of course has on the back everything you need to know. So you know exactly which goes in what. Right. And also comes with 3 old gold cigarette packets, which you can also make up out of flat pack, and one goes in each box or not. We've got to do is read instructions on the box so you know which box has what. So you've got 3 packets of old gold, which you can put cigarettes in and cut the ends off. So, because you know they didn't have filters during the war. Then you've got these matches as well, which I've already made up. Mosquito bites cause malaria. Of course, if you're in the Pacific, you you would have to worry about that. And then you've got the Ration logo, of course, on the inside with more information. And you have matches, which I've taken from the MRE matches, the red tips, and I stuck those in with glue and I left it overnight pressed down so it's glued fast in there, so you'll be able to break off some matches. And light, of course, that in theory that should tuck into there, alright. I'm not sure, but yeah, it does. Yeah, it does now. So there you go, got some matches as well. So I only found one problem with this box. When I made this up last night, I did it exactly, you know, like it should be. And I found that the partial dinner unit does not fit into the supper unit. It's like 2 to 3 mil or more. I'll say probably about 2 millimeters over the top, so it doesn't actually fit into the box, which I'm going to have to try and figure out something. Ration supper box, yes, it does fit in there. If you want to put that straight in, it goes in beautifully, but the inner box, it just does not fit. You've got quite a few goes, so I think what I'm going to do is basically cut the length, the inside width. So if I basically just cut that off, cut that tab off, take that off, then cut with a pair of scissors about 2 mil all the way down that line, I reckon that box will fit into that inner box. I'm pretty sure of it. So you took between 2 and 3 mil off the cardboard and that is going to fit beautifully. So that's what my plans are. Now I've got that one. I've got a guide. So there you go. But of course these were like during World War II. I have the other boxes as well, as you know. I have the colour boxes, which were good for morale, and you also know what box was in what. But I'll hang on to those, but I do actually like these. Of course you have to dip these in wax as well, because they're wax coated, so you've got to make up some candle wax and then coat the whole box, all 3 boxes in candle wax as well, which I will get around to doing as soon as I can figure out how to do it. It does tell you how to do it, but I'm trying to find the right candle, if you know what I mean. So then I'll have to melt it down and you know, do that. There was a cellophane bag here somewhere, but I seem to have misplaced it. It was for the orange powder or lemonade powder, which it was here. It might be. I think it's stuck in the box. Hang on. Oh no. There's also a sweet chocolate wrapper as well, which tells you all about that in the instructions. But the cellophane bag appears to be missing. It was here. I can't seem to see it. It's not here. But like I said, there was a cellophane bag that I had indoors, but I did put it in the bag, but it doesn't seem to be here for some reason. Not sure it's still in the bag or not. No, I can't see it. Well, anyway, like I said, there was a little cellophane bag. It was about about that size that you actually put the orange juice in, and apparently you use a hairdryer to seal it. And it has tear notches across each side, so you'll be able to open your orange or lemonade powder. If you take the which I've got indoors, take the lemonade beverage free, sugar free beverage powder, you can pour it into that and seal it. And also the bouillon powder you can make out of a gravy cube, OXO cube here in England. You know, the instructions tell you which thing is for what basically, and then you can make it up and just use an OXO cube, crumble that in, and you have a bouillon powder. What was another? Sorry, I think it's 4 there. Another one just escaped that. Waldorf toilet paper. Also tells you how to do the toilet paper on his website. If you go on his website and look, you know exactly how many sheets to make up and what the length and width they are. It tells you everything you need to know on his website. So, you know, I've got most of my information from that. But, so it says those packets over here, I don't know what they're for yet. I have absolutely no idea right now. So, that was a quick review of my repo K-Rations packets, which I'm going to spend weeks and weeks and weeks making up. Sugar cubes, I'm trying to find some at the moment. I know they're out there. It's basically you just got to go out and go to cafes and see which cafe stocks sugar cubes or not. Never mind that, probably nobody does anymore. We'll probably all gone to these packet things. If I do, I really don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. I have got the MRE sugar, but that's only in loose form, so I don't think it'll really fit, because you actually got the sugar packets there to wrap the packets up, the sugar cubes up with, then glue it together. So, you know, it's going to be one of them hunting things. I'm actually out, I've got some chocolate today, so I'm going to try and make up the chocolate bar as well, probably over the weekend. Sweet chocolate, I've got the chocolate for that. And the dry fruit bar, I'm going to do that as well over the weekend and wrap that up in cellophane, see how it goes. But other than that, that's it from me, really. These World War II K-Rations are, I probably think, the best I've seen in reach of Europe, sort of thing. Because nobody in England does those. It's only the guy in Holland that does these. Repo Rations in America, he does them, but he actually does the contents, the proper crackers, everything basically. And I can't get those here. He won't ship them to the UK. So it's just one thing that I can't get my hands on. But if I was in America, I would have the proper contents for each individual box. So basically I have to struggle. I'm still struggling to get the proper crackers and stuff like that, and biscuits, and oh, it's a nightmare, seriously. But I don't know if anyone wants to help me out over there. And you know, if you go to reporations.com, look on his website, he has a full list of everything. So if you look under sort of K-Rations, you'll see the K-Ration packs. Even come with a little spoon, wooden spoon, you know. And I really, really would love to get my hands on those. So if anyone in America can help me out, I'd really appreciate it. I'll pay for the postage and stuff, and the price itself. But yeah, that would be great if someone could help me out and order that for me. And I would actually, you know, much later on, obviously not now, but later on, I'd have the complete contents for each box then, and I could eat it or not, as the case may be. But that is it from me today. So I thought I'd share that with you. Anyone interested in K-Rations, go to kration.info on the internet. Or if you want to email Harry, info@ration.info. Sorry, can't start again. info@kration.info. That's his email address. Send him an email. I'm sure I'll be glad to hear from you. I'll put his stuff down in the description when the video's loaded up. So that is it from me today. I will try and do the part 2 of that BCB ration pack, but I'm waiting on the weather. Basically, it's all on wind and weather for me. So I'm planning to go down the beach and do it. and it will be a nice day out there. But I can't find the cellophane wrapper from the juice. It's probably indoors on the carpet, but I'm sure I put it in the bag. So that's missing from here. But, you know, I have got a spare pack that I don't want. If Harry doesn't want me to send this back, I'll be more than happy to post this if you want to pay for it or whatever. I'll just stick it on eBay, see if it sells. But there's a complete kit, untouched, of Ration. Everything you need in one bag. So if you're interested, let me know and we'll sort it out. Right, so that's it from me today. Thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by, and I will be back soon with either part 2 of the BCB or with the French RCIR menu 14 on Wednesday. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.